Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to all our 12th Monarchs out there in Monarch Nation, coming off a difficult loss to a very good FAU football team in a game that I was really proud of how we battled back in this football game. We were down 26-7 at halftime. We got the score to 32-27 with 12 minutes to go. At that point, we just could not get a stop defensively. We had an interception when a tight end fell down on a route on the sideline that led to a score. Difficult way to end the football game, but I really liked the way we battled back in this game. Going into the game, I was concerned about how our players would react coming off the difficult loss at East Carolina, and also this being our fourth of 6 games on the road. We started the game that way. We gave up a long scoring drive. Then we got stopped offensively on a 4th and 1 on their 13, which was the only time we got stopped in the red zone. After that, we scored 4 touchdowns in the red zone, but we had a slow start to this football game. Special teams wise, this was not our best effort. We'd been playing so well on special teams, and the big one was we allowed a game-changing kickoff return for a touchdown at a point in the game where we had cut the lead to 26-21 in the third quarter. We were dominating that quarter. We had all the momentum. We just hit Fulgham on a remarkable catch for a touchdown, and we allowed a 100-yard kickoff return where we got split right down the middle, and that put the score back up to 32-21. And then a couple drives later on special teams, Isaiah Harper returns a kickoff return, 84 yards for a touchdown, and we have a holding penalty. So that was a 14-point swing just on the kickoff return. We did punt well in this game against an excellent punt return unit. We didn't allow any return yards, and we averaged 40 yards on punt. Defensively, too many points and yards against an outstanding offense. I felt like this was the best set of skilled players we played against all year. The combination of the quarterback, the running back who's outstanding, the tight end, and both wide receivers. We did not do a good job consistently in this game. And what's most frustrating is in the third quarter, I felt like we were dominant on defense. They had 62 total yards in the third quarter. We didn't allow any points. We were controlling the ball on offense. We got a couple stops on defense, and that's what makes it even more frustrating right now with our defense. And over the next 6 games defensively, the focus is on improving our run fits, and we need to play much better in coverage in terms of recognizing routes, and that's something we're going to work very hard on. Offensively, we were very good in the pass game in this game, 39 for 51 for 390 yards, 2 touchdowns. Against what I feel like is a very good defense. We did have the 2 interceptions. Fulgham in this game, I felt like he played his best game of the year, and he played tremendous against Virginia Tech. He had 10 catches for 151 yards, a number of contested catches in this game. Duhart was consistently good again, 8 catches for 100 yards, and Isaiah Harper pitched in with 8 catches, but LaRussa continues to play at a high level. This is his 3rd consecutive game where he's thrown the ball extremely well. I felt like offensively in the line we protected better in this football game than we did against East Carolina, which shows in how few sacks. We had only had 1 sack in this football game, and against pressure. They brought a lot of pressure in this game, so much better. And then the emergence of Keyshawn Strong was very good to see. He had 21 carries for 99 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had another 6 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. He's finally getting closer to being healthy. He's still not 100% off that hamstring, but what he showed us in this football game was impressive. Unfortunately, Jeremy Cox sprained his ankle again before the half, did not play in the second half. I'm hopeful that he'll be back this week, because the plan going into the season was that was going to be the 1-2 punch, and we have not had them for a complete game to this point. This week's opponent, Marshall, is 3-2. They're 1-1 in the league. They beat Western Kentucky on the road. They lost at home Friday night to a good Middle Tennessee team. Doc Holliday, I feel like, is one of the outstanding coaches in our league. They are consistently a very good program and have been since we've joined Conference USA. Offensively, they're going for 380 yards a game, 26 points. They throw the ball extremely well. Defensively, They've got the number 2 rush defense in the league, a couple of outstanding linebackers, and they're very dangerous in the return game on special teams. So going into this football game, number 1, we're excited to be home for 4 of the next 6 games. It just feels like we've been on the road all year. We played very well at home, so I'm excited about that, being back home. We're frustrated right now to be 1-5, especially when that one win is over a nationally ranked Virginia Tech team. We know our record should be better at this point, and we're going to turn the page, start the second half of the season with the goal to have an outstanding second half of the season. And I will gladly take questions.
What's made Marshall's run defense so effective? I think they're 11th in the country since FNC-USA. Is it scheme? Is it players? It's a combination of both. How can you kind of hope to offset that, do some things?
Yeah, the number one thing is the players. And they've got an outstanding front 7. They scheme to get the 8th guy in the box, whether they bring the safety from the weak side or the strong side, or they'll insert the corner based on formation. They're outstanding with their line movements. But the number one reason that is their 2 inside linebackers, and they play downhill. They are aggressive downhill players. So that's an area that we're going to need to be really good in this week with run. We've got to come up with a couple different things schematically to try to get those linebackers on the move, similar to what we tried to do against FAU. Those guys are very good, both those inside backers. All right, thank you all for coming. Have a great week, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you Saturday, 3:30 for Parents Weekend at Old Dominion.